is time for your weekly breakdown on the latest in entertainment, sports, pop culture, and all things Milwaukee. This is Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks. Now streaming on 1017 The Truth YouTube with the witty banter, latest trends on social media, and hottest celebrity topics, here is Melanie Ricks.
Okay, okay, alright, okay, yeah. Ben, is you gon' do it today? I don't know, but I know I'ma have a good day. I know what I say, it goes, yeah, already knows, yeah, you know what I say, it goes, it flows, yeah. Hey, get low, all the way to the flow, yeah, I'ma go like this, all the way out the door. I don't know why I like to use those same words all the time, but guess what? They will never die. They gon' fly. Bangs really high. Up in the sky. Yeah, go crazy. Go crazy. Go crazy. Go crazy. Get brazy. Go crazy. Yeah, get brazy. Yeah. Alright. Don't mind us, Rhea. Don't mind us. We don't know what's gonna happen when the mic comes on. We just kind of let it rock. We just do what we gotta do. We just let the beat take over. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks. My name is Mel. Feeling very blessed, very thankful to be in stew. Happy to be here with all of you. Bars. Shout out to DJ Brother Z. Shout out to Benjamin on the ones and the twos. How you doing, Benjamin?
Amazing.
Gotta hit that vibrato. Amazing. Every week it gets a little bit more melodic. How are y'all doing? That's the real question. I need to know how every single one of you is doing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Always appreciate you. We definitely got some things that we're going to talk about. First, I want to say congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Boo! Boo!
You didn't want them to win?
Hell no.
Why?
I was with Halliburton and them, man. I was with the Pacers. I wanted the East Conference to win. That's what I really wanted. I had money on the Pacers. Only thing I will say, though, is, and I said it on record on this show, I went on to tell Truth Nation. I told Truth Nation that they was going to Game 7. Everybody thought that the Pacers was going to get swept. I was like, no, them boys got too much heart. They ain't getting swept.
They won the first game.
That's true. But a lot of people was doubting them, though.
Oh, okay.
They was like, OKC is stacked. OKC got this. They've been there before.
OKC was the underdog to me.
I think really the Pacers were more of an underdog team versus OKC.
Okay.
I think OKC, I mean, we've seen them in the finals, almost 10 years ago? Pacers, it's been almost 20 years.
Right.
So it's been a long time for them even, get that far. And then all in all for Halliburton to mess up his Achilles tendon.
Man.
Number 0.
Oh, my gosh.
Messing up his Achilles tendon first quarter. And I'm not going to lie, I still feel like the Pacers was holding their own all the way up to the fourth quarter. And that's when OKC said, we gone. We finna blast off on y'all Negroes.
Well, speaking of that Achilles tear, so as we know, the 3 Zeros all tore their Achilles in the postseason, starting with Damian Lillard.
Damn.
Which, first off, that injury at any age is terrible. But I felt so bad for Dame. When it happened, the way it happened, he fought so hard. And I can tell y'all from firsthand experience, this man worked his butt off. And the work that you see, the work that people talk about, the work that is reflected on social media, it's 10 times that in real life. You don't have the type of career, the type of longevity that Dame has had without putting in work that is, really is thankless. You know what I'm saying? Like it shows up in his craft. But he does a lot of work that's not for the views. That's not for people to say, like, oh, Dame works hard. Like, no, that's just him. And he's a good person. So to see that happen to him, it was absolutely awful. And then to see it happen to Jason Tatum.
I didn't care what happened to Jason Tatum.
So we're not going to be mean. Don't be mean. Because this is like, okay, Ben.
Nobody being mean.
Okay.
I just didn't care what happened to Jason Tatum.
You know what? You're right.
I didn't want to see the Celtics win at all.
You're right.
Jason Tatum being hurt, I was like, they hurt that boy. Get him up out of here.
So I don't agree with that, but I'm also not going to tell you how to feel.
Okay.
So I am going to validate your emotions.
Validate my emotions.
You did not want the Celtics to win. Therefore, it did not affect you the same way.
At all.
Okay. But it was odd because first it happens to Dame. He's wearing the number 0. Then it happens to Jason Tatum, also wearing the number 0. And then Game 7 happens. Tyrese Halliburton had already been dealing with some injuries. He had a calf strain. They didn't even know if he was going to play in Game 7. They didn't know if he was going to play in Game 6. And he also wears the number 0. Now, this is the thing, y'all. I do believe that things come in threes, and I technically don't believe in coincidence. I do think there's a such thing as coincidence, Ben, in the idea of once I was walking down Water Street during the day, and I was going somewhere for lunch, and I saw 2 women dressed the exact same, walking like a block apart. It was very odd, and it was very much like, okay, this is a coincidence, because they clearly didn't know each other, but they were the exact same outfit. Ben, it was the weirdest glitch in the Matrix that I've ever experienced.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say, Mel.
Less about it being a glitch and less about it being a coincidence. I actually felt like that was the universe reminding me that I'm where I'm supposed to be right now in this moment. Like, I believe in the frequency. I believe in those signs.
So what about 2 white women?
I didn't tell you they were white.
2 white women.
They were white, for the record, but I didn't tell you they were.
But see, I know where your mind be at. So I already knew what it was.
Oh, my God.
So what about 2 white women reminded you, or you took as a sign from God in the universe, telling you that you're on the right path?
I can't.
Is it because you believe white is always right?
No, Ben is always trying to do this.
Is that what it is?
Ben's going to clip this just enough for it to seem like. And then at the end of the clip, I'm going to be like, yes, Ben, that's exactly what I think. I can't. Oh, my gosh.
The editing skills, boy.
Right.
Skills.
Oh, my goodness. That's why you shouldn't believe everything you see on social media.
Believe half of what you hear and none of what you see.
That part. No, but like I experience it all the time, Ben, and maybe it's because once I started to notice it, I don't look for it, but I acknowledge it. And once I started to acknowledge it, the universe started doing it to me more and more. I see stuff all the time. Ben, you and I have talked about this. I can't tell you how many times I'll be watching something for the first time, by the way.
Okay.
And a word will pop in my mind or a sentence, and then the person on that screen says exactly what I was thinking at the exact same time.
What?
Ben, he's so dramatic. When I tell you, it happens to me almost on a daily basis, but I don't think it's a coincidence.
That just happened. That just happened like 30 minutes ago.
When?
It just happened like 30 minutes ago. Me, you, Rhea, and Zach, we was all over.
When Rhea said the words that I said?
Yeah, we was all chopping it up, and Rhea was thinking something.
And then I said it.
And you said exactly what she was thinking.
What does that tell you? What does that mean to you?
It means, oh, wow, you guys are a bunch of freaks.
Oh, my gosh.
That's really what it means.
Or it could mean that the 4 of us were meant to be in that room at that time having a conversation, right? Because like, it brings me comfort, Ben, right? It makes me feel like God is telling me, yes, Mel, you are in the right place at the right time, because God calls me Mel. He doesn't call me Melanie. He knows what I like to go by Mel. And I just feel like...
I calls you Brooke.
Brooke? That's so funny. It's my middle name. Fun fact, my mom recently said she wished she had named me Brooke. I was like, dang,
You'd have been much different.
You think so?
Yeah, because, names hold power.
Yes, they do. What would I be like if I were a Brooke?
You probably would have bleached your skin by now.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's the skin bleaching.
Oh, my goodness. Is Brooke not a black name to you? Is that why?
It can be.
I know a black woman named Brooke. Not Brooklyn, Brooke.
Just Brooke?
Just Brooke.
I've never met a black woman named Brooke.
I know one black woman named Brooke. Shout out to Brooke Franklin. She does hair in the 3rd Ward.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to my girl, the wig doctor.
Shout out to Brooke Franklin.
She makes wigs, and she does my sew-ins during the season. So shout out to Brooke.
You wear sew-ins?
During the season, I do.
Really?
Not right now. This is me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, take the hat off. Let's see you.
No, I'm not going to show you me today.
Show the people you,
It's
bro.
humid. Hey, you can see me. You see me. You see
What
me,
the
man.
bum?
You see me.
I don't see nothing.
It's too humid for me to show you all of me.
It's too small.
It is small. I made it tight.
Okay.
You know why? Because it was sticking out, so I had to put a little hair tie on it. But Ben, you're sidetracking me. So
Whatever.
I believe in angel numbers, and I looked up what 000 means. So it signifies new beginnings, infinite potential, and a powerful connection to the universe. It suggests a fresh start, a blank slate, and the potential for unlimited creativity. It can also be interpreted as a reminder to stay open to learning from others and to be mindful of recurring patterns in relationships. Do you think this could be a new beginning, infinite potential, a powerful connection to the universe for all three of those players. Do you think that that could be possible?
You know what? I'm about to take you down a rabbit hole.
Here we go.
Okay, because last time that something like this all happened almost as big. I mean, this idea I'm about to throw out is way bigger, but basically the player was used as a symbolic idea to usher in a new world order. Oh. And if you know who I'm talking about Kobe Bean Bryant.
Ooh.
Okay, Kobe Bean Bryant had died in 2020, all right? Everybody knows helicopter crash, blah, blah, blah. I will never forget a young gentleman telling me 2 days after Kobe Bryant had passed away that Kobe Bryant was a sacrifice, so basically the world could usher in a new world order, and COVID could happen. But this is prior to us even knowing COVID was happening, because he told me like 2 days later, he was like, I'm telling you, something major this year is going to happen. So with that same kind of logic, I'm going to apply that logic to this.
Okay.
All right, 3 zeros, right? Angel numbers, that's what you said.
Yep.
Angel numbers.
I said it.
Meant to let you know that the universe is speaking to you.
Correct.
Just meant to let you know that we are about to go on a reset. I guarantee you this year right here that we're going through, y'all already see what's going on with Trump. Y'all see what's going on with Iran. America, the world will be reset. It will be.
So you think that those three, because I'm picking up what you're throwing down for the record, Ben.
Okay.
I'm here with you. I'm down the rabbit hole. So let me pick this up. Do you think that these three men could be representative of that for a community, for the league, for the United States? Like, how big does this go? Is this just for NBA fans? Like, talk to me.
Or maybe because, you know, with the Achilles tendon tear, and Achilles being, you know, the Greek warrior that he was, maybe this is a signifier to Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Ooh.
Maybe this is something to the Greek freak, letting the Greek freak's family know it's about to be a reset on their family. All right, and it ain't for me, because I am a fan of Giannis and Thanasis and all the Antetokounmbros. I really am. I'm so appreciative of them dudes. Maybe this year they go and take the finals. You know, they take the championship over. Because really don't got to worry about Halliburton no more. He a young bull, and honestly, his career probably over now.
So why Dame? Tell me why Dame, because I'm still picking up what you're throwing down, but why Yanni's teammate? Why his second man in command? Why him?
Because angel numbers was about to line up, and what does he always say? Dame time. So it's time, Truth Nation. It's time for the great reset, Truth Nation. That's what's happening right now, Truth Nation.
Okay.
It's the great reset.
Hey.
0, 0, 0.
I mean, listen.
And when you think about it, how many times you see 0, 0, 0 on the clock? How many times do you see that?
I mean, when the timer ends, when the countdown is over, it doesn't.
The shot clock is done.
Yeah.
The shot clock is done.
Yeah.
The shot clock is done.
What was this?
That's what that means, Truth Nation. The shot clock is done. It's over. The world may be over as we know it.
Yeah.
And that's why them players have messed up all of his Achilles tendon. Come on now. Halliburton messed up his Achilles tendon in the first quarter of the finals? That is crazy.
And Dame, it was the first quarter. And then JT, I don't know. I don't know if Jason's was the first quarter. Let me double check that one. Achilles. I'm gonna figure this out. I will figure this out.
God letting us know something.
Will you let me know if you can figure it out? Which quarter did Jason Tatum tear his Achilles? Because I know for a fact that Dame, it was the first half for sure. I believe it was the end of the first quarter. To your point, Tyrese was on a heater, by the way. He had 9 points in 7 minutes and then tore his. I really appreciate you bringing up Achilles, because fun fact for those who don't know, yes, he was a warrior. So many people say he was a Greek god. He was a demigod. He was a warrior. But that's where the phrase Achilles heel comes from, because it was the only part of his body where he was actually vulnerable. Was it the first quarter?
It was the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter. Well, we don't.
It was the fourth quarter for Jason Tatum?
For Jason Tatum.
It is what it is.
It's Which, by the way, though, how much does that suck that you got through all of the game, and then that happens. Because now I am remembering that. You're right. It was at the end of the game.
Dame time. It's over. That's what I mean. That's how I really look at these things. It's over, and something is happening. So in order for things to be reset, again, as we talk about angel numbers, it means something has to be over with. And it could also be a signifier of this as well, because I don't know if y'all remember, but Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, he had introduced a new technology to the NBA about 2 years ago. And the new technology was basically you could sit back and watch live TV from your home if you like. And then also, because with the help of like AI and all these different programs or whatever, you could see yourself play the game. So you could watch Giannis beat the Pacers' ass.
You talking about during COVID when people weren't at the games? Are you talking about that feature? Or are you talking about in 2K?
Nah, this isn't in 2K. This is like an actual live game.
So
feature.
when during COVID, when they weren't having fans, you could be a fan in the arena.
No.
It wasn't that.
I'm not talking about that bubble stuff. I ain't talking about that bubble stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about you. I could pull the video up if I get some time. I'll pull the video up, and Adam Silver introduces this new technology where you could be sitting at home watching the game, and if you got a special feature on your TV, you could put yourself in the game and play as Giannis. Like you can see your face and body as Giannis.
Yeah. I know
as he's playing the game.
But also, didn't they do that in 2K or not? Something like that. My player kind of is like that.
Yeah, they've done that in 2K, but never in live television before.
I got you.
So,
okay, I got you. Okay.
And maybe that's what the great reset is meaning. I mean, 0-0-0, shot clock, game is over. First quarter, fourth quarter, that means they got all quarters in there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really be peeping out what's happening. Truth Nation. Sometimes everything ain't just surface level. You gotta really do your deep digging. You gotta really do your due diligence to figure out some stuff. You got to, man, because whether it's the angel numbers or the relationships that you have, you really got to do your digging to figure some stuff out. Because like, come on now, even when we mention these players, right? You got Dame Time, who just got a divorce and things like that. You also got Jason Tatum, who just got married, but while he married, he being messy with his relationship. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that relationship about to be over. I don't know. I'm speculating at this point.
And then Hallie he has a girlfriend. I know that, but he's been with her since they were in college. So
that's about to be over with because we got somebody over here from 3rd Street Market Hall about to swoop up in that.
Oh my gosh.
So that's about to be over with.
That is I'm not even going to comment on that, Rhea. You know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking
and they
about?
are literally best friends, for the record.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to comment on that.
Shout out to my homegirl, Destiny.
See, I made the mistake of telling him that she's best friends, but he knew because he saw her in like photos and stuff.
Right.
But I made the mistake of like reaffirming that, like, oh yeah, they're besties, and he thinks it's a whole thing, and I'm like, bro, believe it or not, men and women can be friends, and that's it.
Right.
It's possible.
Platonic relationships are a real thing, and I think they're some of the best relationships you can honestly have.
Yes. So why do you think? She's beautiful. But she's best friends with him and his girl. She ain't like that. She's not like that.
You don't know these people. We be thinking we be knowing these people.
True.
We be thinking
You're right. You're right.
And they be on some other type of time. Because she ain't even worked. She ain't worked in the past month.
Yeah, because she ain't Indy. She at the finals.
I ain't seen her.
I've seen her.
I ain't seen
in the
her
last
at all.
month?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Okay, period.
Like once.
I'm sure.
But
hey,
look,
she was here.
get a little paycheck.
Go ahead, make your money. Keep it going.
Yeah,
Keep it moving.
I think she been up over there running the field.
But regardless, this whole 0-0-0, I do think that there's something to it. Again, I don't think it's a coincidence. Do you think, because this is what people are really saying online, the number is cursed now. Is that jersey number officially cursed? If you were an NBA player, you being drafted tonight or tomorrow, would you choose a jersey number 0 after what you saw?
Also, I wouldn't want any 0 on my number as a jersey anyway.
Why?
I don't know. Like, I'm not 0 the hero. I want to be...
Period 0 the hero.
But, when people they have Jordan year, Jesus year, whatever. Like, I want my thing to be that. Not
Jesus
double
year. 0.
zero.
See, I'm Jesus year right now, and I'm ready to get out of this. I'm 30. I'm 33 right now. Yeah.
Well, 34 is approaching.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna get in your Giannis year.
And I can't wait.
You in your Yanni year.
I can't wait to get in my Yanni year. Yeah.
See?
Hype me up.
Yanni year. You can't do the double 0.
I mean, honestly, for real, I always thought 0 was a kind of cool number, but at the same time, my favorite number is 6. So if I did have a jersey number, I'd have to wear 6.
Yeah,
I think my
feel
brother's
that.
number was 6.
Oh, period.
Oh, for real, Jalen. Hey, 6 is special, man.
He's got a couple.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have one that's with 6.
Hey, 6 always treated me right.
Ew.
When I see that number, I really do feel like God is talking to me, though.
I love that.
What happens if you see like 666?
I actually appreciate that a little bit more.
I don't look at it as a devil's number.
Yeah.
No.
Not anymore.
No,
Right.
I used to when I was a kid,
Me
and
too.
I actually used to be happy about it. Like, maybe I am the prince of Satan. Ah.
Such a Gemini.
Wow.
That's such a Gemini way of, you know what I mean?
Like, who thinks that? Like, okay,
Who wants to be satanic?
this is like an opportunity. It's kind of weird.
It seemed kind of cool as a kid, though. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It seemed like it was an okay position.
What, the idea of being Satan?
Well, cause like you got this mystical power. I used to be on some weird stuff as a kid, man.
Really?
I used to think like I could throw fire and stuff. You know, like especially watching Dragon Ball Z.
I was just gonna say that you watching
Airbender,
way too much Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm telling you, but I really
Dragon
feel like
Ball
that stuff is
Z.
real. And I'm not going to lie, some of it is real. Some of that stuff is actually real. Like you can actually harness the energy in your body to move other objects.
I believe that.
Did you see the video of the lady with the trees?
Yeah, man. Like she an airbender and stuff.
Hey.
I get into it, man, because like I truly feel like there is some, teachings that got lost, ancient teachings that got lost. Like there's actually, so if you guys watch a video on YouTube, this gentleman, his name is like Dynamo Jack or something like that. But basically a few people who wanted to go do a documentary on him did a documentary on the gentleman way back in the 80s. And basically what he would do is harness his chi and heal people. Just like Jesus said he would heal people, I think Jesus actually could heal people. He just happened to know how to use the human body to heal people. And there was actual teachings for that. Like you can go over to India and study some stuff. Anyway, the gentleman goes on to heal people and they do all these tests to see if he had any actual special wires on him or anything, but he had no special wires. So then one day they was like, well, can you set this paper on fire? So he set some paper on fire while everybody was just sitting there, set it on fire, and in doing so, he ended up throwing a piece of the flame in a dude's face or whatever. And he said later that night, his ancient spiritual teacher came to him in a dream and told him that you can't show the outside world these teachings. And at that point, he had stopped. He wouldn't show them anymore. But with that being said, I think we are some pretty powerful people. I think it's just the schooling that we do get or the education that we do get refrains from teaching us the deeper part of us as human beings.
Well, my mom became a sorceress recently.
What? Hell no.
Not a sorceress.
Hell
I
no.
call her a witch now, but she's been having.
What does it mean to be a sorceress?
Get like.
What she be doing, bro?
Well, she's been doing her little
Really?
apothecary work. Yeah.
That's cool.
Fun fact: if you ever have like any pain,
Yeah.
cut up an avocado, put it in that rubbing alcohol, and it'll help take away. And I tried it and it worked.
Wait, so you put the avocado in rubbing alcohol, you put it on
take
yourself?
an avocado seed,
Okay.
cut up the seed,
Yeah.
put it in rubbing alcohol.
Wait, you
spray
cut
it
the
on-
seed up of an
I didn't
avocado?
even know you could do
And
that.
you spray it?
You spray it on your ailment, and it'll go away.
Hey, I'm all for the natural healing now.
Yeah,
I'm all for natural healing. Did y'all not know? Because I go to Honeybee Sage and Wellness a lot, like
Shout
quite
out
frequently.
Honeybee.
Shout out to Honeybee, man, because you can get a lot of this wellness stuff from Honeybee and Sage.
Period.
I love them. But with that being said, the Western medicine that we know of today literally just got invented in like the 40s because they wanted to start giving people pharmaceutical drugs and things like that. And at the time it was presented as, this is a better way to heal yourself. But up until that point, we all use herbs to heal ourselves.
But they also used to give children like cocaine and opioids and
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Heroin.
Yeah,
You can get it at Walgreens, literally.
Just eat some heroin.
Yeah.
Take it,
I wouldn't give that to my cousins.
I guess you could just eat it though, huh?
Eat heroin.
Can you eat heroin?
Yeah,
get
take the
cricket.
opium. Take the opium seeds.
I genuinely, honest to God, if you put heroin in front of me, I wouldn't know that it was. I literally, I don't know what it looks like.
Who is she?
Is it rocks? Right. Is heroin in the room with
thought
us
they
right
were
now? I
rocks.
don't know. Are they rocks? I literally don't know.
It starts off as a flower, and then it eventually gets pressed out.
Heroin does?
Yeah, it starts also as
No.
actually poppy seeds that you get in muffins and stuff. That's
Oh, right.
heroin. That's why,
Really?
like, if you eat enough of them or whatever, you get a drug test.
There's,
it'll
like,
pop up as heroin.
That's why there's like an analogy they say with the Wizard of Oz and the poppy fields because they say it's supposed to be like not psychedelic, hallucinogenic. I think.
Yeah.
I think like heroin.
Right.
I don't know. I've never done
I
heroin.
don't know that life.
Well, I know that Meg, or at least I hope, I shouldn't say I know. I hope Meg the Stallion has never done heroin, but I feel like somebody on her staff may have been on it because they have red hats. I didn't know how else to transition.
That was good.
Thank you. Sorry for the staff members that got accused of that. No, I am just playing. But there are these hats that she's selling. Hot girl on tour, super cute hats. Like, love that for her. The only issue is these hats are red and have white font on them. Yes, Ben, I know, shocking.
Red hats?
And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's giving MAGA. is giving MAGA. And I was telling both Rhea and Ben, I saw Meg the Stallion twerk some, work some at Summerfest. I want to say she was there 3 summers ago. Regardless, it was one of the best shows I've ever gone to. I burned so many calories. I literally was twerking from the moment I walked in to the moment I got home. It was weird twerking on my way out of Summerfest grounds, but that's what Meg does to you.
Oh, that thing.
And as she was throwing that thing, I went to her merchandise stand naturally. She has some super cute stuff. And I think she just likes the color red. Because I remember there being red. But, like, the red I remember was, like, Baywatch red, like, shorts. Like, I don't remember a red hat.
No.
So in today's climate, how do y'all feel about an artist like Meg the Stallion selling these red hats with this white font that doesn't say Make America Great Again, but I'm sorry, you look at the hat, it's kind of the first thing that you think of, at least that I think of. It looks like a MAGA hat. How do you feel about Meg or your favorite artist selling a red hat that's MAGA adjacent in today's climate?
Absolutely not.
No.
And June 2025, I'm not here for anyone wearing a red hat. I'm looking at you sideways, and I'm going to keep moving. We're not typing conversation.
And it doesn't matter what the red hat is, just a red hat.
Yeah.
Why?
It doesn't, I don't rock with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to rock with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to, even if you bought the hat, like, nothing went through your brain of like, maybe I shouldn't buy this. That for me is like, you don't have that layer.
Right, the frontal cortex.
Right.
Well, and when I see a red hat, I do think MAGA now.
Right.
But like, I'm almost mad because I'm like, why is he, you know what I mean, doing it even to me, somebody who's not a supporter, not a follower. I am so anti-MAGA, it's not even funny.
Right.
Because Make America Great Again. Okay, when was America great? Give me a year. What year was it great?
2012.
Thank you.
1500s.
And that was the start of Obama's second term. So
Yeah.
I'll wait for another year. You know he ain't talking about that. You know what I mean,
Right.
though? So regardless of all that, I don't understand why someone like Meg would think that it was wise to sell that unless there's some sort of subliminal messaging happening. Do you think that could be the case?
I mean, it could just been the heroin in her staff.
It could have just been the heroin.
No, I think
Heroin.
they weren't thinking it through. I think purple should be her color, but that's just
Why
me.
purple?
I don't. She just gives me purple, royal,
She does give
regal.
purple.
Like I love it.
No,
She's that girl.
I can agree
Yeah,
with that.
she does give Royal Regal.
Yeah,
totally.
She should definitely go with the color purple.
You should probably be on her
Maybe
tour
she
staff.
should be Sealy.
She should be Sealy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Color purple.
Did she die?
Actress, yeah. Right?
Yeah, she died in
Yeah.
COVID.
She was like 100 years old. She lived a great life.
Oh wait, no. Well, you're thinking about Cicely Tyson.
I am thinking about
Okay.
Cicely
Yeah,
Tyson.
I'm talking
Who
about.
am I thinking
I'm
of?
talking about
Who am I
Whoopi
thinking of?
Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg's character.
You're talking about her character. Thank you, though, for knowing who I was talking about. I was talking about
I'm here
Cicely
with you.
Tyson. I
I'm
know
here
you
with
are.
you.
You're right there.
She
Yeah.
died during COVID.
Yeah.
But
anyway.
rest in peace to her. But I'm not gonna lie though, for real, that is nothing but trauma. Okay, if we being real about the red hat, it seems like anytime anybody does put on a red hat, I mean, I'm guilty of it myself. You know, as soon as I see somebody with a red hat, I just assume in my mind, because it's been ingrained in my mind at this point, I just assume that this person is MAGA.
Right.
All right. And I don't understand why Meg's team would choose the color red on a hat, you know, to be a promotional item, except for the idea that maybe she feels that her core demographic at this point is a young white woman who voted for Donald Trump.
But
That's the only thing I can think of.
But she campaigned for the Kamala.
I
So why would
feel
she
you.
do
I
that?
feel you. I feel you, Rhea.
Do we
I
think
get
that? Do you think she like signs off on the merchandise? Because I'm
I
shocked,
doubt it.
I think she just goes out there and shakes ass.
and I'm not mad at that. She shakes it. I wish I could shake it like her.
She did it on Kamala's tour, so why not do it on her own? You know?
I forgot that she did that.
Yeah,
day.
embarrassing.
Wasn't great.
Yeah, I don't even have anything good to say, so no comment.
Yeah.
I just think the whole "Make America Great Again" thing has definitely tainted our mind, bodies, and souls. Because if somebody wore a red hat before, I didn't even really care. It was just a hat to me. But Donald Trump came through with the Make America Great Again hat, and now anytime I see a red hat, now I gotta really think about Trump or not. I gotta really think if you're supporting or not. And some people will wear that red hat and say like F Trump on there or something.
Right.
You know, just to mess with your head. Maybe that's where she thought, or her team thought they were going with. Like, oh, no, we finna rebrand the red hat.
But you can't do that now, though. That would have
I
been
agree.
fine. Like it was like 2-3 years ago, but now it's like really that's what you're gonna come out like as fresh, brand new merch.
That's true.
And
I
you've had
agree.
all this controversy like around your career. Why would you do that?
Megan Thee Stallion career is questionable. All right.
What do you mean by that?
Cause, bro, I really think that Megan Thee Stallion could have been a bigger artist. However, she just became like too caught up in all the drama, and then like I feel like because we know
The
her,
Tory Lanez drama? You mean the drama from the man who shot her in the foot? That drama?
Okay, don't go down that rabbit hole.
Well,
with
I'm
me now,
not,
'cause
but
we
like
ain't done
that.
this.
She
We ain't
didn't.
done this
But she
about 2 or
didn't.
3 years
But
now.
regardless, okay,
You gonna hit a nerve. You
regardless,
gonna hit a nerve.
regardless, Ben, that's not her fault. She didn't ask to be shot in the foot.
Right.
Okay, what I will say is that we have seen on record Megan Thee Stallion lie.
Oh,
all right.
Lord Jesus.
Whose record? Run the tape.
Right.
Go watch the Gayle King interview. She says she never had sex with Tory Lanez, and then she gets on her live and says, "You know what? We did do a thing a couple times."
But that's semantics.
Right.
She said she didn't have sex, but she could have hooked up. I'm just saying.
Bro,
Semantics.
bro.
Either way, she still got shot in the. I don't care who she hooked up.
I agree.
You shoot me in the foot. You shoot me in the foot.
That's it.
She don't even know
Someone
if she got
shot me.
shot in the foot by Tory Lanez. She don't know that.
Okay, but either way, he still was convicted because he's from Canada and broke his parole. He's guilty of something that he's not even supposed to be doing here, having a firearm.
I will say he did get convicted, and I would think it's more so the fact that he just didn't want to admit that Kelsey shot her. That's what I believe. But hey, it's neither here nor there. Megan Thee Stallion, I think that situation clouded her career and her career's trajectory. And I don't think she really moved that situation correctly, because that's going to be forever a stain on her. Again, like when I'm thinking about Megan Thee Stallion, really at this point, for real, like if we being honest, Glorilla is a bigger star than Megan Thee Stallion right now.
How dare you?
Are you
Oh,
being,
for
are you,
sure.
are you being
For
serious?
sure.
Hold on.
For
I need you to
sure.
step out of Racine
Y'all
for a
tripping.
second.
Y'all-
Are you being
y'all
really
big time
serious?
tripping.
Hold up now.
Y'all big
Thank
time
you.
tripping. Glorilla is a bigger star than Megan Thee Stallion.
I also
right
Don't
now,
have
right
me.
now, right-
don't
mark
have
my
me
words.
comparing these two queens on the mic right now, because Ben, I'm not trying to do that today.
Mark my words.
No,
This year
right now,
here,
right now, in this moment.
mark my words.
Go on the charts.
Timestamp this right now. Megan Thee Stallion, this is the biggest she will ever get in her career. Guarantee you right now. She's been in the game for 6 years. She has not capitalized on any of her relationships. She has not. She came through.
What
with the right-
relationship?
She came through. She had a good relationship with Beyonce. and Roc Nation
Beyonce
and,
was on tour. Well, not on tour, but in Houston with her.
Right. And
I think that's capitalizing on your relationship,
Okay.
sir.
Nah. Just watch what I say. I'm gonna dial back, and 1 year from now, y'all gonna see exactly what I'm saying. Because Glorilla is finna be, okay. Just before we got on and start doing this show and stuff, we were talking about different arenas you could perform at, right?
Yeah.
You got normal shows you could do. You got like the Pfizer Forum, and then you got like big ass stadiums you can do that fills like 100,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, Glorilla will be the one to fill 100,000 people before Megan Thee Stallion.
You
I
say
guarantee
will
you.
be,
No.
but like right now,
I guarantee you.
No.
Meg's got a Grammy, Glorilla does not. And I love both of them. Let me just
Grammys don't amount to much, bro.
No, but still, if we're talking about like their career, comparing
Mariah
careers,
Carey just got a BET award for the first time. And we talking about Mariah Carey.
Don't have me talking about the BET Awards.
You gonna speak some blasphemy on black people?
I'm not, but don't have me talking about the BET Awards. Like, we're not going to do that, okay? Ben, this is the thing right now. Glorilla will never.
Angela Bassett just received an Oscar. We talking about Angela Bassett.
It ain't got nothing to do with Glorilla.
yeah, what?
Glorilla put out what I think will likely be the biggest hit she'll ever have. And it's
And what you think that is?
what you know about me. And it's no disrespect to
is it?
Glow. What you know about me.
What song is that?
I'm from Memphis. What you know about me? Big GLO energy. Come on.
Yep. I just wanted you to say those lyrics. Now sing me some Megan Thee Stallion.
Which one do you want me to sing you?
Sing me her biggest hit right now.
What is her biggest hit?
That's what I'm talking about. Let's move on.
She has too many.
Carry
I was
on.
gonna say
Carry on.
she has too
Hot
many.
Girl. That was.
Do you
how
want me to
many
do
years
Hot
ago?
Girl? Do you want me to do Plan B? Do you want me to do Captain Hook? What do you want me to rap? I mean, she has too many hits.
Only reason
Whereas
I want you to do Captain Hook is because that
Glorilla-
one struck my ego. That's it. That's it.
Don't try to tell us you do Captain Hook. Never mind.
I really am. I'm really
Pipe
Captain
down,
Hook.
Peter Pan.
That was my football name. When I played football, they called me Captain Hook.
I get it, because Hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But you're Benjamin.
Yeah.
To our universe.
But I am Captain Hooks, and I'm Mr. Hooks on some tapes.
All right, no, and that's a good point for you to leave, Zach. Love you, bye.
Bye.
No, but real talk though,
Zach
like
was here?
it's My mind is blown. I don't know how we went down that rabbit hole. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
I'm just saying, Megan Thee Stallion, the red hat, man. Come on, I think her team should have done better.
No, I agree.
She should have just went with the blue hat. I mean, especially for the fact that mostly black women voted for Kamala Harris. Stick on that side. I mean, mostly black people voted for Kamala Harris, like for real.
What's interesting though, so when I saw the hat, I saw it on Reddit. And a guy posted it, and he was like, it's unfortunate because she doesn't even make a lot of stuff for guys, and I bought it because it's for guys. But he was like, it's sitting in my closet. He said, I'll never wear that hat. I just got it because I wanted something from the show.
Right.
Interesting.
So I think that's interesting that of the few things she makes for men specifically, a red hat is one of them.
It could have been a visor.
It could have been a visor.
She could have came out with some sunglasses.
A bandana or something.
I mean, anything but a red hat. And like, honestly, moving forward, I don't think I will ever look at red hats the same, like you said. I don't think I'll ever purchase a red hat again. I don't care if it says New York Yankees on it.
Emotional damage.
I don't care if it says Milwaukee on it. Like, he's ruined it. He's ruined it. He's like a dictator. He ruined it.
I will say the difference, though, if it's a bucket hat, like my dad will match a color.
A bucket hat is different.
Yeah.
A bucket hat, I'm talking about a cap. Like this cap in red.
But
right?
if I see like a man like with a red hat, like his outfit kind of has red in it.
Oh no, I don't.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I don't think twice about that.
Right.
That is
just as solo.
I'm definitely judging.
Really?
You out here with all red and the red?
Well, that's different.
You full on MAGA.
No, that's not MAGA.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's blood.
Of like
okay?
two colors, it's like red and white.
But I'm talking about you see that red ball cap. Though.
If you're
that's
in
what
all
it is.
red, that's the complete opposite of MAGA.
Nah, bro. That's like I'm super Republican. That's like if Dr. Ken came in here. If Dr. Ken came in here, all red.
Well, if Dr. Ken had all red, then this is MAGA.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
that's all I'm saying.
a Dr. Ken fit.
You come in all red with the red hat and all that other good stuff, bro. I'm assuming you love Donald Trump. Like, that's just what I'm assuming.
Honestly, I'm going to assume that
we've been programmed and conditioned to think that, though.
Ben,
you know?
You've worn all red before.
Because he's a...
But I never wore the hat, though.
Okay, but it's still an all red outfit. So
all red is one thing. See, just like you said, the all red outfit is one thing, but did you see that hat? That hat is
What
an
if it's a bucket hat, though, like she said?
I think the bucket hat is different. Like, in all honesty, if it's a bucket hat. But, again, if you got the ball cap, that's what everybody's looking for. You see that ball cap and it's red?
Yeah.
Bro, you got to go.
Crap.
We're not calling it
I
dad
don't care
caps
if you
anymore?
Kanye West.
We're not calling it dad caps anymore?
It was called a dad cap before.
Can I call it a zaddy cap?
You know, I ain't gonna lie. People have told me I got a dad hat before.
Yeah, this. So I call it a dad hat.
Zaddy.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, because it's a newer term.
I've never heard of a dad cap.
I just try to be cool.
So you're doing it wrong.
Wait, what is it?
What is it?
We do it like this. Our age does.
No, it's this, right?
That's what we used to do.
What's
but the kids
it?
are doing like this. Like you're throwing up a gang sign,
Well,
but you just put them together.
Culture.
Mary, that's it.
all you have to do is say gay. No, I'm just kidding. Well, okay, so you said that you feel like Glorilla at some point will surpass Megan Thee Stallion.
1,000%.
Blasphemy.
One of the hottest female artists out right now to date.
But this is the thing, and it's a
Queen of the South, I'm telling you.
She the queen of the No, she's not the queen of the South.
Queen of the
Hold on,
South.
she's not even the queen of the South. Lotto is a bigger queen of the South.
Lotto, and honestly, I really appreciate
Are you
Lotto.
being serious?
I really appreciate Lotto.
You got me talking off the mic.
Honestly, Lotto is one of the greatest MCs, female MCs out right now, for real. Lotto is not to be played with.
Okay.
However, for whatever odd reason, Glorilla's business is much better. Okay, her business is better.
Are you being serious?
1,000%.
Are we talking about the same Glorilla?
Lotto knows that. Her business is better.
Are we talking about the same
Glorilla
Glorilla?
has blown up so much. Yo Gotti is her leader. Yo Gotti is managing her. Yo Gotti is an experienced artist giving her a blueprint to win.
I want you to go. I want you to go walk
Lotto
in the
don't
3rd
got
Street
that.
Market Hall right now. I want you to ask 5 people who is Yo Gotti.
It's not about Yo Gotti anymore. I'm saying,
He just made it about Yo Gotti. You just made it about
so
Yo
you
Gotti.
heard what you wanted to hear.
No, you just made it about him.
I think you're hearing me to react and not hearing me to listen.
Sir.
No, for
Repeat
real, though.
yourself then,
For real. because what I'm saying is Yo Gotti is an experienced rapper and he was successful in what he did, right? But he had a blueprint to actually win. He formed the relationships with Rock Nation already. He been around all the top dogs before. So when he got his first artist that he was really like behind for real was Moneybagg Yo, right? He was behind Moneybagg Yo. Then he lucked up on the Glorilla.
Moneybagg Yo is honestly one of my favorite lyricists.
Super
ever.
dope.
Top 10 for me.
Super dope.
Yes.
However, he found Glorilla, and Glorilla happened to be the better investment.
They
And
do have a very similar vernacular, like just similar, like rhyme style, everything about them, the flow.
Well, they are from the same place. They both from Memphis.
Yes, but I'm just saying, like, it's because I still feel like there's a bit of a differentiation. But to your point, they both are like. Sorry, I'm saying I can tell that they come from the same management. That's what I'm trying to say.
They definitely come from the same management.
Same blueprint.
And like I'm saying, Yo Gotti already had a blueprint to win. And on top of that, another factor that comes into actually making a superstar is the likability factor. Glorilla is super likable.
You
like,
don't
people
think
just,
Meg is?
Not no more. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
Because
Because of Tory? Because Tory shot her in the foot.
You know what? Because the Tory case happened. Because it happened.
Wow.
And people will forever be divided trying to figure out if Megan was telling the truth or telling a lie.
Which is very frustrating because first off, he's
I'm talking about the
Canadian.
general public.
Right.
And second, since when do we not believe women? Since always. But like, honest to God, like I'm being real serious. I can't believe that so many men.
Don't point at me, bro.
And men rhymes with Ben.
Double points.
This that feminist movement. The feminist movement messed y'all up.
I can't believe so many men that rhymes with Ben are taking Tory, a Canadian side, on this.
Did I? Or
Yes.
was I just speaking objectively?
You 100 right now. You may
I'm
be speaking objectively,
objectively.
but at the time when we were in the thick of it,
Okay.
Ben,
You got me.
Yeah.
Ben and I would. I mean, I'm talking
you got
like
me, Chief
I
Nation.
used to want to come to blows with this man
course.
on air about this.
You got me, Chief Nation.
I'll never understand, and we're not about to turn this into this, Ben, but I'll never understand how so many men genuinely took Tory Lanez. I'll never get it.
It makes no
I'll
sense. to
never
me.
get it.
Because if you
ever.
got shot in the foot, you got shot in the foot. No matter who.
Like, why would you? Why
you're
would
still
she
a victim.
lie? Like, honestly, Ben, I'm being serious. Why would she lie? What is there to lie
You gotta
about?
ask her. Why she going Gail
Man,
King?
I'm
and lie on
asking
Gail
you.
King?
I'm asking you.
She talking to Oprah's
And you know
best
what?
friend.
Gail King went to space, so I don't
Yeah,
miss me with it.
I'm just saying,
You know what
it's-
I mean?
it's a
I'm sorry.
credibility factor.
She went to space with a Blue Origin or whatever it was, the first female flight crew.
Yeah, Katy Perry and all of them.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a ding on Gail. I felt bad for her. I'm like, why are you?
Girl,
You should not have done that.
I was like, Gail, but you know, she had to represent.
Yeah. Oprah was
We
about to
don't-
sacrifice
Get somebody
her.
else to do it.
I agree. She should not have been the one.
I hope Oprah sat her down. Everyone was like,
I'm
we can't do
sure
this
she
again.
sat her all the way down. Okay, she was sat.
I also think Tory Lowe, the case that was against the state, not Meg.
Correct.
So
Correct.
again, it goes back
But
to
Meg-
the state, not Meg. Meg didn't sue him or press.
No, she did not.
I don't think she
But
pressed charges, did she?
No, she didn't.
she got caught in crossfire of it. I
She
mean,
testified, but that's
Why
it.
you got to use the word crossfire?
it's the crossfire. I guess
she did
no
there.
pun intended, but it was there. But that's what ended up happening. And again, like I said, I think that tainted Megan Thee Stallion's career. Whether
Which
she
is too bad, but
whether
you're
she told
right.
the truth or not.
You're
Like,
right.
The
You're
public
right.
really does look at her different. Like public perception is everything.
No, you're right.
Especially when you're playing at that level. So, like I said, Glorilla is just more likable, and I don't see anything like that taking her down right now.
Well, go ahead.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say it's all just because of black men, though.
Oh, here we go.
What do you mean? Here we go.
You think
feel
think
this
it's
way
all
about
black
this?
men? You think it's all
Yeah,
black men?
I think
So
her-
what about Hispanic men? What about white men?
White men,
Men
I
are
think, are into Meg Thee Stallion. I don't think they're as into Glorilla.
Right. Well, because Glorilla, Lotto, what's the one from California?
Which one
Doechii?
from California?
Not
Doechii.
She's from Florida.
I was going to say Doechii is from Florida Man.
Yeah.
She's from the
The
swamp.
Gators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on
what's the other
Doechii.
girl? There's like a whole slew of women that are all
Doja Cat.
they're like a whole slew of women that are like all the same to me.
Wait, Sweetie? Sweetie's from
Sweetie,
California.
yeah, Sweetie. Sweetie
Her
should
and
have
like three
never.
other people, Sexy Red, like they're
Yeah.
all their own same category.
Okay.
Glorilla is like a step above it, and then Meg and like
It's a step
Cardi
above
and
that.
everyone else. Yes.
You think Cardi's
Interesting.
way up there?
Well, Cardi's the queen of rap, right?
Cardi's-
I mean,
Are y'all serious? That's how y'all feel?
I'm
Y'all out of touch.
I'm not saying I feel
Y'all
that
out of
way.
touch.
I think that's just what it is. I think
Yeah.
Cardi is the top. There's no question.
What makes her the top?
She's the most popular, the most streamed. She's the most followed. She
Yeah.
gets the most endorsements.
That's
she makes the
talking
most
personality.
money.
I'm talking about the craft.
I ain't
I'm
talking,
talking
but
about actually putting
I'm
out
not talking about the
music.
craft. I'm not talking about the craft.
It's
You're
like-
talking about popularity.
Yeah.
If this is a popularity conversation. We can have a conversation.
That's
the other
what
day.
we're
I'm
talking about.
the craft.
You think
I'm talking about-
Glorilla is a better rapper
Yeah,
than
she
Meg Thee
is.
Stallion?
Okay. Glorilla is not a better rapper
Thank
than Megan
you.
Thee Stallion because Megan Thee Stallion can really spit. Like she
Thank
can
you.
really
All right.
spit.
Thank you.
However,
that's what I was saying all this time. Like, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
No, I'm for real.
Okay.
Like,
So we were talking about this for.
Are you listening? Are you listening to just react? Or
Don't do
just
that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't
on,
do that
Rhea.
to
Want to
me.
run that back?
come on, Rhea. Run the tape. Run
This
the
has just been a
tape.
misunderstanding, just miscommunication.
Yeah, sure. All right, yeah.
Okay, I can't always be right. I can't always be right. And I'd rather be wrong sometimes than try to think that I'm right all the time. So it's all good.
Well, that leads me to the segue I tried to do. Which of the two women do you think is classier? Because sometimes I think that dollars comes down to class, but is that what we're looking for? Because I saw this article, 10 things that classy women never, ever do in public, according to an etiquette expert. But my question, Rhea, because I guess I'll go through the list quickly.
Yeah.
Like, okay, number one is gossip. Who wrote this list? Everyone gossips.
It's healthy.
It's very healthy.
Supposed to gossip.
I want the tea. They
Yeah.
say that you're supposed to drink tea when your throat hurts. Wait, sorry. Number two is cause a scene. I think a lot of women cause scenes.
I mean, you could step out with a nice red lip and a heel and, you'll
cause
still
a scene. Rhea, I cross the street and cause scenes, okay?
Okay, yes.
You know what I mean? Like the crosswalk, that's the scene for me, and I cause it.
But you never had that moment, Ben, huh?
Ben. What's it like, Ben?
Nah, I'm a man, and the rest of the world doesn't care about men like they care about women.
But then, like, another thing is, like, interrupt others, just dress inappropriately, belittle others, ignore people. Some of these I do agree with.
Classy women don't do these things.
Apparently, let me finish the list. Classy women don't swear or curse.
Well,
I do think
False.
that.
I don't know a single woman that does not curse. I don't know one woman that doesn't curse.
I think it
not one.
is unattractive for women.
Even
to
my
curse.
grandma used to curse.
Yeah, but like,
know what I mean?
Out in public though, like I think in house is one thing,
That's
but out
fair.
in public,
In public,
you know,
yeah.
in public, if
In
you
public.
cursing in public as a woman, I think it's definitely distasteful.
That's actually fair because you're right. This is in public. Last three: constantly check their phone, which I agree. Eat with their mouth open, hard agree. And then lastly, participate in attention-seeking behavior. My point between Glorilla and Meg Thee Stallion, who of those two do you think is classier? And do you think that classier signals having more longevity in your career?
Good question.
That's a great question.
I don't think that being classier is equivalent to like, you know, the longevity of your career. It's not an indicator how long you will be around being classy. I mean, the top women in the world have like I'm gonna just throw Beyonce. Beyonce ain't always classy now. Like I think what makes Beyonce is she's not afraid to, you know,
Let her freak flag fly.
there you go. She'll be herself and express herself in many different ways.
but it's demure, though.
It's so demure. It's
usually
so
just within
mindful.
music.
Yes.
I
It's
think
actually very classy when she's not classy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Maybe
the-
because she's married. Is it because she's married that it comes off as like,
She was still throwing ass like B-Day. I mean, she was with Jay-Z then, but still. It was
were
still
they
classy.
married then? Or no, they
No,
weren't
were just
married. You're
dating, I
right.
think, Yeah. We're still about it.
That's the
still
way you
about
said it. I can. I love it.
That's a good question though.
I would say Glorilla and Meg are about the same.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen them do anything like.
I don't know if you can be classy and be a musical
Like
artist.
hip-hop.
Especially in hip hop.
Yeah.
Because, no, they don't want that.
Well, I think you can be a classy rapper, like a classy female rapper.
What
like,
can you rap about? You're going to rap about
I mean,
turtles?
well, you could.
You know what I mean, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, what do you rap? What rap song do you know is classy? Like, just name one that's classy. I don't think any of them are.
No, they're always like something hard.
Because I think about Lil Kim's album with her tweeter out. You know what I mean? Her twatter just hanging.
Eagle.
I mean, man, and that was like nothing compared to what we see now.
I mean, Meg's talking about some Guac 3000.
Yeah, I mean, Megan Thee Stallion, I typically see her doing a lot of like throwing her ass in live videos.
but the thing is, Ben, I love it. Empower that.
Yeah.
Is
Do
that
it.
empowerment?
It's so
Have you ever
empowering.
worked out to Meg sound?
Come
I
on.
never have, but
You have
Change your
to.
life.
do y'all really feel like it's empowering? though? Like,
Yes.
you see women
I
throw their
twerk when I
ass?
walk
Why?
past mirrors because of Meg.
But why is it empowering? though?
Because it reaffirms your sexuality, your womanliness.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just makes you feel good. It makes you own your body and who you are and God's gift.
Yeah.
And God's
Really?
gift that is twerking. God gave us that.
Okay.
We're gonna use it.
Also, like, I could do anything to any of these men, and I'm still gonna be number one.
Period.
And that's what you get out of throwing your ass.
I mean, that's not all she speaks about.
She speaks about a lot of things.
But I'm saying, Rhea, when you throw your ass, is it empowering?
Yeah.
I think every woman would say yeah. I don't know a single woman that'd be like, oh man, I'm insecure now because I just got done throwing that. No, it's gonna
No.
empower you.
Mind
Okay.
you, it's also working out, so you're like, endorphins.
Yeah.
That part.
Okay.
I
all
burned so
good.
many calories when I went to see Meg Thee Stallion. I'm not kidding. I worked out the whole time. It was a 3-hour workout. I loved it.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if it works for y'all, I mean, I'm not a woman. You know, I don't identify as a woman. I identify as a man. So I can't really tell y'all exactly how it feels to throw an ass.
I mean, you guys seen the video of the uncle, the African uncle, just like dee, 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 dee.
No, but I want to. Send it to me.
Okay.
Not
He's happy.
Somebody made a good point, Ben. In the comments, they said Meg is greater than Cardi B. Meg did a song with BTS, a very popular Asian group, and she did 2 other Asian collabs. What's the song?
Stop.
Yeah, I don't know the name, but I love that song.
Yeah.
Either way, he's right, because you got to think about the global reach.
Right.
Glorilla ain't performing in Japan. I ain't trying to be rude, but she...
watch what I'm telling y'all. And I know Megan Thee Stallion has an anime coming out, too, which I
And
thought
she does.
was a good move. And a what?
And a swimsuit line.
Yes, she does. It's already out, actually.
Well, that's dope.
It's a hot girl collab with Amazon.
I think that's dope. I think that's dope. Shout out to her, man.
Different playing field.
I just think that Glorilla is going to be a much bigger star than her. I think she's capped.
shook. Okay. I actually love that take. I completely disagree with it, but I love that take, so I hope you're right.
We got a year.
365.
Yeah. You said 1 year?
1 year. 1 year. Just watch what I'm telling y'all.
Well, it depends on who comes out with music, though, because that's going to be...
That is a
depends,
dictate.
yeah.
Like it does kind of dictate.
If one's doing an album, the album's fire.
But the thing is, though, like I always say, your first 5 years is going to be your foundational years. You know, setting the playing field for the star you're going to become.
Valid.
You know, Glorilla's still in her growing stage in her first 5 years. Megan, this is her 6th year. So.
Valid. No, that's super valid.
We also had a pandemic, so...
Yeah, it's the first 5
and
years.
Meg blew up because of TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, largely because of TikTok. Glorilla wasn't an artist that was, like, well-known during COVID, right? She just came out, like, what,
she came
2,
out like
3 years ago?
23 or 24, somewhere in there.
Wow. That's actually a good point, too. She's still up and coming.
Yeah.
Like, she's still fairly new.
She's still fairly new.
Interesting.
Give it a
But
year.
either way...
Megan Thee Stallion closer to 10 years than Glorilla. So
That's true. That's true. Either way, I think rap is definitely in a good space, in a safe space right now.
Yeah.
It's definitely. I know it's like, but that's old head speak when you start saying, but back in my day,
I can handle that with rap. Relax.
you know.
Yeah.
But like, I had a hot take. I said Carter 6. I don't know how Zach gonna feel about this, but I said I think that Carter 6 may be my favorite Carter. And when I said that on Twitter, I know, Rhea, I know. I said that on Twitter, and people like literally were like, "Are you high? Like, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yes, actually, I'm tweeting this from church right now. Are you okay?" But like,
what'd you like about it?
Everything. Everything. I liked everything. And what's funny is I actually think his best songs are the ones that don't have any features on it. But I do like the features. I don't know. I just like Carter 6 a lot. That was
I
good.
like the
Lil
Carter
Wayne
6
though.
album.
You're
I'm a Wayne
in that
head.
bracket.
I'm a Wayne head.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Wayne fan. I remember when Carter 3 dropped, the summer that it dropped my
2008.
man. And that was the summer going into my senior year. You couldn't tell me nothing of high
wow,
school.
You were living.
Couldn't tell me anything. I got a car. You couldn't tell me anything.
You're outside.
I was dating the quarterback. You couldn't tell me anything.
Yes.
Couldn't tell me anything. Lollipop was a bang.
You really couldn't go nowhere in 2008
without hearing
Lil
Lollipop.
Wayne. Yeah, like Wayne was everything for everybody.
Literally.
Actually, really was the biggest artist in the world at the time, for real.
And the Mr. Carter song with him and Sean Carter.
Hey, Mr. Carter.
That was legendary. Let the beat build. Don't even get me started. I'm not gonna lie, that's the best Carter. But Carter 6, really good. I thought it was good.
My 13th birthday, my walk-in song was a Millie.
Yes, it was. Of course it was.
A Millie.
Kids love a Millie.
Yeah.
Even
Great
today,
song.
kids love a Millie. I don't know what it is about that song.
It's probably the repetitiveness.
6 foot,
Yeah.
7 foot, 8 foot bunch.
Wait,
That was a good one
again,
too.
I was just about to say that.
Were you
Are
really?
we locked in today?
We're locked in today, girl. Frequency. It's frequenting on.
I like it.
Well, I love all of y'all. Really appreciate you been jamming on the ones and twos. Rhea, thank you for joining us. Yay. I'm excited for you to join us even more. Hope y'all all enjoyed this conversation, enjoyed this chat. Let us know your thoughts on all the things on the
Shout
3
out to DJ
zeros.
Brother Z.
Shout out to DJ Brother Z. Come on. Thanks, man. I didn't know you had headphones on too. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Rhea.
I would have brought you in more. I didn't know you had headphones.
mom said hi, Mel.
Oh, tell your mom I say hi. Stop it. I miss Jen. Like, I can't even.
I wish he
can't.
would make me lunch. His lunches are fire.
I bet they are.
You ask your mom for that? For me?
Knowing Zach, he'll ask, but then he'll eat your lunch.
No,
I'm just
he
kidding.
shares it with me.
He would. Oh,
I was dying the other day and he gave me a piece of his last piece of watermelon. It helped me.
Man, that's love.
I was, wait, Ben. I was like, that's love.
That's love.
That's not like, that's love.
The
That's
last
dog.
piece, bro.
That was my
You
dog.
gave her your last piece of watermelon.
Yeah. Struggling.
Aw, he
I'm
said
mad
a
at you,
girl
G.
gotta eat. That's sweet. I love that. Well, Milwaukee, we gotta eat too, so we about to hop off this mic. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in to Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks. Shout out to DJ Brother Z. Bye.
Shut up, Mel.